Hello and welcome to Lemming TV. In today's episode, I'll be telling you all you need to know about Gels Marble League game. I hope you enjoy. So, as you can see, there are 8 different things you can do. There's Classic Quick Play, Season Teaser, which will soon be the full season game mode, but it hasn't been released yet. Arcade game mode, Online Quick Play, Stats and Achievements, Team Editor, Team Bio, and About. So we'll start off with Classic Quick Play. So here you can see we've got all the official teams, and we also have a few custom teams, as well as your own. You can also make your own team, which I'll cover later on in the video. So I'll just pick the Rangers, and so there are multiple game modes. There's the 5-meter sprint, the relay, the hurdles, the final endurance, the elimination race, the sign rally, balancing, triathlon, and sand moguls and marble cross. In today's episode we'll be doing all of them, and in the next episode we'll be going on to the arcade game modes. So the first one is a 5-meter sprint. This is basically just whichever the fastest marble can do these 5 meters in wins. So it's probably the most simplest event. It's also one of the quickest events. And so also at the end of each race you can either be given gold, silver and bronze, which goes into that chest there. But as we didn't get any in the gold, silver or bronze point scoring positions, we didn't get any. So the next one is the relay race. This is like a 5-meter sprint. But instead of going in one straight line, your whole team has to go in it together, and they push each other, so it's like the real relay race. So as you can see, we're in 3rd position as we cross the line, and because we're in 3rd, we get 10 goals at the end of the event. So the next event are the hurdles. So the hurdles are also like the 5-meter sprint, but instead of just in a straight line or pushing someone else, you have to do these small little jumps. And so you can see there you don't have much air time, but it's still a good addition. So as you can see, we came 2nd in that one, so we then get 10 silver. So the next event is the funnel endurance. So for this one, what you have to try and do is you have to try and stay into the funnels for as long as you can. So you can see there are 3 different types of funnels. There's a small orange ones, which we're currently in, and there are also the medium-sized blue ones, and then there are big green ones. And so the game of this is to try and stay in for as long as you can. And so as you can see, the orange ones are the quickest ones that there are, whereas the greens take more time to actually finish. So as you can see, everyone's dropping down into the 2nd green funnel, and you can see that I think the jawbreaker's in the final green funnel as we go in there. And we'll want to stay there for as long as we can, as everyone else drops through. Now everyone's in the last funnel, as we come in 2nd to last, and everyone else is going in, and it looks like the Savage Speeders will win this one with a time of 58.47. So because we didn't finish in the top 3 there, we haven't got any rewards. So the next event is the elimination race. This is the longest event in the whole game, as there can be up to 16 rounds. So all the teams go and for a race, and whoever comes last is eliminated, and it's basically last marble standing. As we get an all-right start, and what you want to do in this event is try not to hit the walls, as that will obviously slows you down. As you can see, the Hornets get knocked out on the first round. So as we go into the next round, we can also change the camera angle, so we can zoom out or zoom in, and we can turn it around so that we're given like an aerial view, or we can give ourselves like this sort of cool camera angle and stuff. So for zooming in and out, it's the little wheel you have on your mouse. And if you want to change where you're looking at, all you have to do is click on the screen and just like turn around however you want it to look like. But as we continue on, we're able to just about not get eliminated, as the Shining Storm gets eliminated, and we're very close to getting eliminated there. So as we go on to the next round, we're able to get a good start, and we're currently in the lead as we cross the line in first place, with the Thunderbolts coming in second, and the Balls of Chaos will come in last position. So as we go into the next event, we will go down, and we're currently in last position, but we're able to gain quite a few positions as we then go slightly slow, but we should be good to make it through, as we are able to, and come fourth to last, and the Limers get eliminated in that race. So as we go on to the next event, we get a poor start as we're currently in last, but we overtake a couple of marbles there, and we're getting all a pretty good middle sector as all the marbles fly past us after we hit the wall, and this means that we are now eliminated. And so as you can see, we get 8 silver because there are so many marbles, so it balances it out. So the next event we will be playing is the Sand Rally. So the Sand Rally is like Marble Rally, and all you have to do is like just it's like a normal racetrack just with sand. So if you don't know, there's like a real life competition with all of these stuff in. It's called the Marble League, as you might have figured out. And this is also in another competition called the Marble Rally. I'll link the channel which uploads all of these videos in the description. So as you can see, this is probably the hardest event to actually win. And as you can see, we're in last position. And this is probably my least favourite event, as you can't really it's not very random, and you're mostly in last position. And so as you can see, we're getting quite close to the Momos, and we can't make the move as the finish line is pretty close now, and we're still in last position as we go through the final few turns, and we finish last. So as we go into the next event, it will be the balancing event. So basically, the balancing is that you've got 4 marbles, and you have to try and keep your marbles on this thin road for as long as possible and try and get the highest score. This also gives you gold, silver and bronze depending on how far you get through. I've talked about this in another video, so check that one out. So as we go in, you can see that there's also a little catch bowl, and that's where you want to try and land, as that gives you the highest score. As we go into the next event, and this is the triathlon. So the triathlon is a mix of roads, dirt and water. So as you can see, we start off in the road section, and we are currently in second position, and this start section's quite like the marble Cross, or Marbula 1. So, as we go through the dirt section and into the water section, you can see that we have to go very, very slow. We go very slow in the water section compared to all the other sections, as it looks like we're going to come second. As we come second, and we will get 10 silver for that. So the next event is the Sand Moguls. The Sand Moguls is basically a long strip of road where we have to try and overtake the other marbles. This is also in arcade game modes, which I'll cover in the next part of this series. And so this is basically trying not to hit the wall as much as you can. As you can see, we're quite towards the back and it's very hard to overtake, as there aren't many overtaking places, as it's a straight line. And as we go towards the finish, we are currently in third to last, and as you can see, the field is quite close, and the difference between first place and last place is just over one tenth. So the final event is the Marble Cross. This is basically like Marbula 1, but or the triathlon, but without all the dirt and water area. So as you can see, we are towards the back and the start is quite chaotic, and what you want to do is try to hit as little walls as possible, as they obviously slow you down. So as we've made up a few positions at the start, we're currently towards the middle of the pack. As we go through and are able to make quite a few more positions up as we go, and we're currently in quite a high position, as we lose a couple there, and we're trying to get past the Raspberry Racers in front of us, which we do. I think we got overtaken by someone as we hit the wall quite hard there. As we continue on, we're currently right behind the Hornets, and then there's the leading pack in front of us. So as we get overtaken by the Savage Speeders and we go on, we're able to re-overtake them as they hit the wall. We're currently in 5th position, but they re-overtake us in the sand area. So we go down again, we're able to re-overtake them, but we hit one of those little red and white things as we go, and we finish the race, and we just get overtaken on the line by the Midnight Wisp. So those are all the game modes in Gels Marble League game. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.